Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. So today I was thinking of doing a makeup look with my Colourpop That's Taupe palette. I'm just really feeling these colours right now and I think it'll be a nice stepping into autumn look. And I haven't reached this palette in a while, so I thought it could be fun to do it together and have a little play around. So if you want to see me play around with this palette and create a look, keep watching. So I'm going to go in with the eyes first, as I can't quite remember if this palette has fallout and I'm not sure how dark I want to go. So just for precaution, I'm going to use the palette first. Also, I don't know what way I would want to take my blush and bronzer to complement the cool tones, so it'll be good just to use this first. So just before I start, I'm going to take some Collection Lasting Perfection concealer just on my eyelids. And I'm just going to blend that with my sponge so I have a bit of a base to work on. And I'm just going to take some MAC Studio Fix powder over the top to set it down, and that helps with blending out any eyeshadow. So now I have my base to work on, and I'm going to start by taking these two shades here on a Morphe M504 and just start carving out my crease a bit. Quite a fluffy brush, so it's just going to add a little bit of dimension. As I haven't done any base makeup, I haven't been very careful and I've just blown out the colour, so as you can see it's a bit messy around here. I sort of just mixed the two shades and put them in my crease, but I did go for a bit more of Pebble Beach in the outer corner and just sort of blended that in with it all. But as you can see, they did blend out really beautifully and the tone is really nice, so I'm happy so far. So I'm going to take some of Python here on a ZOEVA Petite Crease brush, and I'm just going to pack that in the sort of outer corner and bring it slightly into the outer crease. Sort of like a C shape. This is a really good brush for this sort of work due to its like pointed end. So I've just laid that on, and now I'm going to go back in with that blending brush and just try and blend out the colour a bit more seamlessly. I'm just going to do that really lightly to try and keep the colour in place. I'm now going to go in with Morphe M433 and take Python again and just try and build it up very lightly on top, but blend the edges a bit more. I am having some trouble blending the edges out of Python. I'm not sure if it's showing up on the camera, but it is just being a bit stubborn. I'd like it to be a bit more seamless, but it's just not going that way. I'm not sure what shimmer I want to take down the middle. I am thinking the middle one, which is Snake Eyes. And I'm just going to take that on a ZOEVA Smoky Shader brush. It's just a good flat packing brush. I'm going to pile that on, just stamp it on the eyelid. Yep, I think that looks really pretty, like that. And I think I might just take Slated. I think that is a Super Shock shadow by looking at it. And I might just try and put that in a third, to see what happens. This one's really weird in the pan. I'm not sure if it's dried out, but I think that's added a little something. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with that Morphe M433 and just blend the edges of the shimmer a tiny bit. I do love the tones of this palette. I don't have many like it. It isn't one of the best quality Colourpop palettes. I think that's because of the Super Shock. It dries out quite a lot. The shimmers could have a bit more intensity, but they are still really pretty. And like I said, I had a problem with Python. It just wasn't blended how I wanted it to, but it's still good quality, especially for the price. This is me comparing it to like £60 Natasha Denona palettes, but also the colours are unique and I really love the colour story. And I don't have anything like it. I'd rather not have that exceptional quality to be able to have the freedom of some different colours. Okay, and I'm going to take a ZOEVA wing liner brush just in the darkest shade. So this is called Bedrock here, and I'm just going to do a tiny little liner just on the outer corner. And there we go. I am a bit of a sucker for a tiny little wing. I think it just finishes a look really nicely. I'm gonna clean this up by just taking my sponge and rubbing it off. I have a tiny bit of fallout as well, so it's good I did my base last. I needed to call in some bigger guns, so I went and got my face halo, and that should do the trick. And I think I'm quite happy with how this is looking up here. I think it looks a bit unblended really. So I'm gonna take my Morphe M504 just in my Charlotte Tilbury powder and just try and blend the edges a bit. I think that looks a bit better. We can reassess the situation when I've done a bit more of my makeup, and I think it'll be easier to see then. So I'm going to take my ZOEVA Infinite Potential Mascara, just coat my eyelashes. I'm going to come back to my lower eyelashes when I've done more of my base. This is how the eyeshadow is looking. I think it looks so pretty. I'm going to zoom you out to do the rest of my makeup. So for my foundation, I'm going to take my L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear, and I'm just going to squeeze a pump and a half, or 2 pumps, onto my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion sponge. And I just dot that all over my face and I blend it out. Okay, I think that looks really nice and it's done a really good job at covering a lot of my acne scarring. I'm going to take my Colourpop Pretty Fresh Concealer and just dot a tiny bit under the eyes. I don't think I need a lot, in the high points. And to be honest, that foundation has done a really good job on the rest of my face, so I think I'm just going to leave it for the rest of my face. I'm going to set under my eyes with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder. I might as well just finish the lower lash line while we're at it, so I think I'm going to take Pebble Beach, which was that middle matte shade, and run that just under the lower lash line. And I think I'm going to take a bit of Snake Eyes, which was the metallic, and just put that in the middle. And with my wing liner brush, I'm going to just take that Bedrock, which was the liner shade, and sort of connect it to the bottom a bit. And I'm just going to take my mascara and put that on the lower lash line as well. So I'm happy with how that's looking. So now I'm going to take my Chanel Cream Bronzer, my Sigma F50 brush, and just bronze up the rest of my face. So I'm happy with how that looks. I'm not sure what direction I want to take the blush, so I'm just going to go very easy and just take my MAC Glow Play brush in Grand. This blush is just very natural looking and goes with everything. So I'm going to take that on my Morphe M427. Yep, I think that looks really cute and just makes me look healthy. So I want to do my eyebrows, so I'm going to take my NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Taupe and just brush my eyebrows through and just fill them in lightly. And then I just go over with some clear brow gel. I'm in the need of some highlighter, so I'm going to go in with my MAC Soft and Gentle. I've got another one, but look how much I've hit pan. That is so exciting. Just take that on my MAC 188 brush and just do it in the high points of my face. And I'm going to take it on a pencil brush as well and hit my inner corner and brow bone. Okay, so I'm going to take MAC Velvet Teddy and just blot that a bit on my lips. I don't know which one to use. I'm really struggling to decide because Velvet Teddy's just like the perfect in the middle. I think I'm going to go with Fenty Glow. So I'm going to take my lip gloss in Fenty Glow. yeah, I like that decision. So just to finish off the whole look, I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. So this is the finished look. I think it looks really classy, looks really elegant. I feel very confident in this look. If you enjoyed watching this video, give it a like, and if you want to see more of me, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll be in your subscription box all the time. I'll link all the products I use in the description below if you want to check any of them out. But other than that, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!